sexual fascination in Africa. African, the land of breathtaking diversity, vibrant cultures, and unparalleled natural beauty. Africa covers about 30 million square kilometers, making it the second largest continent after Asia. Africa is home to the Sahara Desert, the world's largest hot desert, as well as the Congo Basin, the world's second largest tropical rainforest. African music and art are renowned for their energy, creativity, and diversity, with influences from traditional, colonial, and modern styles. Africa is home to many iconic wildlife species, including lions, elephants, giraffes, zebras, and chimpanzees. Africa has a rich history of ancient civilizations, including Egypt, Nubia, Axum, and Great Zimbabwe. There are over 2,000 languages spoken in Africa, making it the most linguistically diverse continent. Here are some sexual fascination in Africa. 1. Polygamy and polyandry. Polygamy and polyandry are practiced in various forms across Africa, influenced by cultural, traditional, and social factors. Polygamy is more common in Africa than polyandry, with estimates suggesting that around 25% of marriages in some countries are polygamous. In some cultures, polygamy is seen as a symbol of wealth, status, and masculinity. Countries where polygamy is common include Nigeria, Senegal, Mali, Guinea, and Kenya. Polyandry is relatively rare in Africa, but it can be found in some cultures. In some cultures, polyandry is seen as a way to ensure economic stability and security. Countries where polyandry is practiced are Ethiopia, Kenya, and Tanzania. Polygamy and polyandry can raise concerns about women's rights, particularly in cases where women are forced into marriages or have limited autonomy. 2. Potency test. The Banyankole people, a Bantu ethnic group from Uganda's Ankole region, are known for their vibrant culture and traditional cattle keeping practices. A notable yet debated custom is the potency test, which assesses a groom's fertility before marriage. This ritual involves the groom having intimate relations with the bride's aunt, who verifies his potency and approves the marriage. The aunt also checks the bride's virginity to avoid embarrassment. This practice highlights the cultural significance of female virginity and male fertility. In Banyankole society, the potency test reinforces traditional values surrounding masculinity, fertility, and marriage, ensuring the groom can father children and confirming his masculinity. This custom underscores the importance of childbearing in Banyankole culture, where fertility is closely tied to cultural identity and family lineage rooted in traditional Banyankole customs. The potency test reflects the community's strong emphasis on family, community, and cultural heritage. 3. Virginity testing. Virginity testing, also known as virginity verification or hymen examination, is a practice where a girl's or woman's virginity is checked, usually by a medical professional or an elder. This practice is rooted in patriarchal societies where women's bodies are controlled and policed. Here are some insights into virginity testing in Africa. In South Africa, virginity testing is practiced among some traditional communities, particularly among the Zulu and Sotho people. In Egypt, virginity testing has been used as a means of controlling women's bodies and sexuality. In some regions in Ethiopia, virginity testing is practiced as a way to ensure a woman's chastity before marriage. Virginity testing is often linked to notions of purity and honor, where a woman's virginity is seen as a reflection of her family's reputation. In some cultures, virginity testing is used to determine the amount of dowry to be paid to the bride's family. A woman's virginity can affect her social status with those who are deemed impure, facing social exclusion and stigma. 4. Breast ironing. Breast ironing, also known as breast flattening, is the pounding and massaging of a pubescent girl's breasts using hard or heated objects to try to make them stop developing or disappear. The practice is typically performed by a close female figure to the victim, traditionally fulfilled by a mother, grandmother, aunt, or female guardian, who will say she is trying to protect the girl from sexual harassment and rape, to prevent early pregnancy that would tarnish the family name, to prevent the spread of sexually transmitted infections such as HIV/AIDS, or to allow the girl to pursue education rather than be forced into early marriage. It is mostly practiced in parts of Cameroon, where boys and men may think that girls whose breasts have begun to grow are ready for sex. The most widely used implement for breast ironing is a wooden pestle normally used for pounding tubers. Other tools used include leaves, bananas, coconut shells, grinding stones, ladles, spatulas, and hammers heated over coals. The ironing practice is generally performed around dusk or dawn in a private area, such as the household kitchen, to prevent others from seeing the victim or becoming aware of the process, particularly fathers or other male figures. The massaging process could occur anywhere between 1 week to several months, depending on the victim's refusal and the resistance of the breasts. In cases where the breasts appear to be consistently protruding, the ironing practice may occur more than once a day for weeks or months at a time. 5. Labia. Stretching. Labia stretching, also referred to as labia elongation or labia pulling, is the act of lengthening the labia minora, the inner lips of the female genitals, through manual manipulation. Pulling or physical equipment, such as weights. It is a familial cultural practice in parts of Eastern and Southern Africa, and a body modification practice elsewhere. It is performed for sexual enhancement, for the benefit of both partners' aesthetic symmetry and gratification. The labia and the whole vulva differ in size, shape, and color from one person to another, in that labia stretching is attempting to change this body part to fit an ideal, and that it is often done by older women to girls. Elongated labia are perceived to facilitate orgasm and female ejaculation, and are considered to enhance sexual pleasure for both partners. Women who have unequally long labia may increase the size of the shorter to achieve symmetry. They also swell inwards, partially blocking the entrance to the vagina. Conclusively, the sexual fascination illustrates the diversity and complexity of sexual practices in Africa. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more.